He has potential. How many times have you thought that, or said it out loud to a friend, or you heard a friend say it about the guy that she's getting to know? Maybe that she's going to marry. Hi, I'm Kara O, and I am an expert on men. That is my thing. I wrote a book called Men Made Easy, and I spent 2 years studying men. One of the secrets is a man wants to be understood and accepted for who he is. And we women tend to look at, for one thing, we have such a long list of things we want in a man. And so, pretty much, there's no men out there that are going to fit the whole list. And you really shouldn't have that long of a list, at least requirements. But, you have your main things that you need, and the rest are bonuses. But too many women stick to the whole list, and they think, he doesn't have that and that and that, but I can train him, or I can see that maybe, with the right amount of effort, I can get that to happen for him. How awful. Can you imagine if a man knew that you were thinking this about him, how horrible it would feel to him, how insulted he would be? What if you heard that that's what he was thinking about you? Well, I really like her. She's got some potential, so maybe I'll kind of stick with it and I'll train her to be, whatever. No, you wouldn't like that at all, but women do it all the time. It's natural, and I explain why in my book. We are about making babies, and if you make babies, your job for the child's well-being and for society is to turn them into the best person they can be, so that they can be self-sustaining and happy. Well, when you try to turn the man into the best man he can be, awful, 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 and it is a recipe for disaster. So find the man that you respect and admire for who he is. Men tend to, when they fall in love, their goal is for her not to please, don't ever change. Because their list is pretty short, and if she's got all those things, that's what he wants. But unfortunately, most of the time women do change. And for the women, fortunately or unfortunately, the men rarely do. They rarely change. If anything, they get a little worse because they get lazy. Partly because you spoil them. That's another topic. That's another video. Look for it. It's in there on Lip Smack and Love. Anyway, that's a little bit about trying to change a guy. Don't go for the potential. Go for who he is. Look at who he is. And, get my book. It explains the whole deal about men and how to, you can get him to change. There is a way. But it's not the normal way. It's not the way most women do it. Because that doesn't work. It backfires on you, and men hate it. So that's in, I'm sure, another video. I talk about pretty much everything that's in the book, but not all at once. So that's it for now. Don't change him. Just look for what you respect and admire and love him for who he is. I'm Kara O, wishing you lots of lip smack and love. Mwah!